Good morning, Rinpoche.
Good morning, Rob.
Thank you for making time to talk to me about the Five Elements program that starts in April. I really appreciate the time. I wanted to start by just, one of the things that I've noticed and that I've really benefited from of traveling with you, sometimes going to retreats in different locations, is how pretty much everywhere I've ever seen you go, you always find time to be outside. At Serenity Ridge, you take us on walks, you take us to the river, you take us in the forest. In Buchenau, I've been on 7 or 10 kilometers walks with you down the streets of Paris. I've seen you live streaming from your bicycle in San Francisco, where you live, and sitting on the ocean meditating. So much of what we see of you is outdoors. And so it's very clear that being connected to the natural world is important for you. And I was wondering if you could just talk about your experience of what nature does for you, of how you helps you to connect, or how it's a part of spiritual practice.
Yes, thank you, Rob. Absolutely, I feel as in the teaching, as I have written the book, Healing with the Form, Energy, and the Light. So, healing with the form and the light, outer element, with the being in the nature, seeing the tree, feeling the air, exposing to the light, touching the water, just being outside. It's just, I think it's sometimes I feel like people are missing so much out of not realizing how important it is and not taking benefit of it, particularly people who live in the places where there's a lot of nature. So personally, for me, I been really, as you mentioned, I really been go out. I really use the nature every single day. So I think that is so powerful for physically our benefiting our body. Uh, that helps emotionally, deeper and spiritually. There's no way not to do that, basically. So getting out, how much nourishment, nutrients for circadian rhythm, for vitamin D, for our mood, our spiritual awakening. There is no way. So I really encourage to learn more, be aware more, use this free medicine.
Thank you. So I think that leads me to a couple of things I want to ask you about as we talk about the Elements program. You gave really clear examples how everybody can benefit from being in nature. Just going outside, and you talk about this so often in retreat, just going and being with the sun coming up, seeing the light coming in your eyes, or breathing the fresh air, or taking off your shoes and feeling the earth under your feet. So just the fact of being in nature is a valuable thing. And you gave an example of that healing capacity too. But then you actually start talking about how our intentions and how bringing other qualities to our connection to nature actually becomes a spiritual practice in its own right also, and it does even more on different levels of healing than what you were talking about before. And I was wondering if you could say a little bit about that as well.
Sure, absolutely. So in the book, we talk about healing with the form, energy, and light. So the form is more associated to the outer element, rituals, the spirits, and the energy is more the qualities that are connected with the element in themselves and the subtle elements of this quality within our body. For example, one posture can trigger one element, one gaze can trigger another element, one movement can trigger another element. These elemental energies are key in medicine for our vitality, and these elements can be triggered by exposure to the outer element. They can trigger by a style of breathing. They can trigger by a gaze of direction. They can trigger by a posture you sit or movement you do. So these are more deeper level. And then the innermost level is how you awaken these enlightened qualities. Enlightened goddesses, enlightened wisdoms, or five wisdoms, how you trigger them in your spiritual practice. So basically, most of the Dzogchen yogi practitioner, they every single day they went out. One master, when I was growing up in a Mary monastery, every single day, every morning sunrise, he was out there for hour or two. Every sunset, he was there for hour and two. That was his everyday routine, couple of hours.
That's
Now, today,
beautiful.
the science, they don't talk about inner awakening through the evening morning light, but they're talking about awakening the circadian rhythm, aligning the circadian rhythm through exposure to the morning and evening light. That changes how your inner clock.
Right. Right. I love that image. You just see somebody sitting there staring at the sky and they're not doing anything, but so much is happening internally because of that connection to that openness. That's really nice. And I think, you go into this in more detail also we're going to be working in the program with your book, the Healing with Form, Energy, and Light, but you will be drawing from the True Source of Healing, which brings a different approach towards retrieving these essences of the elements in order to balance our bodies, the energies that you were talking about, in order to improve us also. Can you say a few words about that book and how you see the not just the connecting, but the idea of the retrieving these lost essences or imbalanced essences?
The true source of healing is more accessible for ordinary people, and it is more about connecting to the outer element in order to connect with yourself. It is more about connecting with usually what in a nowadays people in the science they say one of the number one thing longevity and health and healing is to do with the social connection, the connections that we have. Naturally, everybody has a parent. Everybody might not have a children, but many people do. Many people do have a siblings, but the connection necessarily we don't value them enough, or we don't work on enough, or we don't sustain enough, and in the end, that these connection does not benefit us or benefit them. So I talk about the healing with the true source of healing. All these natural relationship we have, they matter a lot, and how to know them, how to practice with them, and how to benefit from it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like to come back to where we started with, you spend so much time out of doors, and you were talking about that at the beginning. And we see that all the time at Serenity Ridge. I mean, you've gone walking in weather where nobody else wants to show up because it's what we would say not so nice, right? But you're out in the elements. And so when you're at Serenity Ridge, what are the elements of the nature that you especially find connection to when you're there, or experiences that you will especially feel when you're at the center?
Sure. So, first of all, many people have benefited being in Serenity Ridge, no,
For
Ridge, and
sure.
also many people know how beautiful it is, how healing it is, when how, to kind of disconnecting with their own samsaric normal world away, their home, to coming to that place is just like retrieving from samsara and coming into this more protective, environmentally very healing, rich energy place. Many people know that, but there are also many people don't know. So I'm going to tell that you're really missing out something here. And personally, I was just thinking that if I look at I keep track of my data of sleep and everything. The one of the most restorative time moment is when I'm in the Serenity Ridge, because I'm able to follow much better my routines and much better protective environment control. So it's so powerful. And as far as the nature is concerned, it's just the mountain there, the creeks there, the river there. Even you meet turtles, you meet snakes, you meet deers, you meet even I met bobcat. Even sometime a couple of years ago, even the baby bear walking
Mhm.
around. So it's just like a amazing place. And I realized not many years ago, last couple of years, that we don't utilize that enough. So I began to take people walk, and encourage everybody to walk, and walk as how much you wanted to walk, how much you are able to walk, but not to go, just staying in the bed in the morning, that's not a good thing.
Mm.
Go to bed early, but wake up early. I get up around 6 o'clock, my routinely, and the moment I get up, I do my prayer and practices, and then I'm out. So that taking people out was wonderful. So when we take people out, you see the smile, you see the energy flow in the body. You feel, they say even when you are walking among the tree, when the sunlight hits the tree and tree hits some kind of light back to our eye and our body. I don't remember what particular kind of light. That's amazing healing happens. So it's just beautiful. I'm just trying to, you know, open up new door and change the habit.
Beautiful. And Serenity Ridge is such a great place for that because, it's easy to get to bed early. It's so quiet. The sky at night is amazing because there's almost no light pollution. We've got these beautiful walks we go on with you. And there's the 100 acres where we have several miles of trails in the forest, and that continues to grow. We've got the open top of the land on the hill for people who don't want to do something so vigorous, and then the road for people who want to walk on the road with you. One of the things that I think I've really enjoyed at the center, and that will, I think, be a very important part of this training, and I'd like to talk to them about the training itself next for a few minutes, is that when you started taking everybody out in the morning on walks, it broke the sense of formality of retreat. It used to be like, oh, we're all these serious people. We go when we sit, and a lot of the times we're silent and we're like serious practitioners. But you're smiling and you're walking and we're panting a little bit, and some people are out there with their malas doing mantra, and others are just talking, and you make space to talk to everybody on the time of a walk. And there's a sense of community that has really starts to form around the retreats that seems to be, you were talking about earlier, this sense of community, of belonging, of connection is really what heals us, not just with nature, but with each other. And so I think that's one of the reasons you and we all have decided that this is an in-person training, is because that sense of connection, that sense of community, that sense of mutual support, of actually being able to have conversations while you're eating your meal or before bed or in the morning on a walk with you, I think is an important part of what's being planned for this training session.
Yes, absolutely. So, in Serenity Ridge, we have been doing two different things, kind of two different spectrums. One, we are increasing the number of silent retreat more
Hmm.
because we need that also. And on the other hand, we are also really being exposed ourselves to the nature, and especially these moments like a 1 hour or something like that. We walk together. I got to talk with a lot of people. Otherwise, I would not have spoken with them. So knowing a little bit about them, their life, their practices, and sharing my own, all the things we've been talking about, the elements and the sleep, whatever we are talking about it, and the opportunity to share more. It was wonderful, wonderful. And everybody, I think, felt a lot of benefit from it.
People really do. So the program, as you've structured it, is a 3-year training cycle. So it meets 3 times at Serenity Ridge in the spring and April of 2026, 2027, 2028. And then you're supporting it throughout the entire year with a series of online teachings on the Elements E also. And as I understand it, this first year will be what you've spent most of the time today talking about, which is really connecting to the physical world, connecting to the natural elements, and to connecting to the natural way of being and retrieving that essence. And then the second year will be going more deep into some of the more subtle aspects of that, working with some of the materials that are, for example, in your book, Healing with Form, Energy, and Light. And then the last part will be more of a sort of a retrieving that sense of inner refuge from connecting to the elements as well. This is the first training program you've offered since you created the 3 doors, and that was quite a while ago. Is there something specific about like this time and the way a need that you see to fulfill that really made you want to bring this program out at this time?
So basically, the way I look at this is twofold. And one, as I'm getting older, and I feel that it's some sense of transmission training, so that people who wanted to go deeper in their practices, they were able to do that. and then people who have some deep karma wish to share with other people, and they can able to opportunity to do that. And particularly teachings like a five element, which is totally integrated part of our life, but we are very disconnected with it. So how to understand this knowledge, ancient knowledge, and particularly bringing some understanding of modern science, which I'm every day I'm interested about discovering more and more what the modern science is has to offer with the even the idea of elements. Water is so important to appreciate, drink enough. You need to have enough water, or even the light you have to have enough, and the breathing air you have to have it. So how to understand these science, our new science findings, how to understand these connection to the ancient tradition, how to understand to these our physical and spiritual benefit, how they integrate with each other, how to kind of use this knowledge as a part of our daily routine of our life that we benefit having breakfast every morning,
Yeah.
or so how to do that. So I think in some sense of that opportunity for people to learn next 3 years, going in depth in it, and some form of training that people with some form people can able to use uh, deeper in themselves, their family, but also with other people. Yeah, so that's a very important key. Probably you can do a little bit more afterward.
Yeah, actually, we'll be offering, and I'll put the link below this. We'll be offering an information session if people have specific questions they'd like to talk about the program. The first Sunday of 2026, we'll be doing an online, just anybody who would like to come ask questions or hear more, we'll have that available on Zoom, and anybody can
Oh,
sign up for that as
that's
well.
wonderful.
So the training program began with the purpose, as I understand it, of creating a platform and a really deep training experience in the elements on all these different levels so that people could share them with others, share them at work or share them in their yoga studio or in whatever fields they may be working in, but find a way to carry these out to benefit more people than we can do inside of Ligmincha and Serenity Ridge. But you just said something that I think is equally important is that it doesn't have to be that you want to go out and teach these right now. It could just be a really beautiful way. If I already feel a connection to the elements and to these practices, this would be a fabulous, deep way to connect over a long period of time to those.
Absolutely, yes. So basically, it's very much way of deepening our own practices, all these years that we have learned, more integrated form. So it's not like a practice is separate from our life, but the life is part of our practices. And then also learning a very traditional way, going deep into these rich materials. And so somehow one becomes rich in terms of the knowledge, understanding intellectually, experientially, so that there is much more richer and more authentic way to help other people also. So this is a great opportunity for everybody.
Well, thank you. And we would be remiss not to also mention that, if people are interested in these ideas that you're sharing, immediately before this training, we have our spring wellness retreat, where it's like a little mini version of all the things we're talking right now. The walking, the meditation, the singing Om Hung, the eating healthy food, learning about, the role of food, like you talk about the importance of sleep. But there's sort of a crash course in really powerful self-care. So people might also be interested in that. And I'll share all of this information in the links below the posting on the Facebook page.
Yes. So, for example, I talked a little bit about spiritual bypass in my one of my posts on the Facebook.
Hmm.
Sometimes I think we all need to acknowledge and be honest with ourselves. How many things that we know we should be doing, doctor tells you to do, and also you should be doing exercise, not eating bad things, eating the right thing, but how often we fail. And how when we fail, sometimes we don't only fail, we find a very good excuses, good reason to fail. And that goes on for years and years and years until something not good happens.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes even too late.
Mhm.
So this is the opportunity to really, as a community, we all support each other. I feel sometimes when I'm teaching these things, not only I'm supporting other people, but other people are supporting me by reflecting together about it. So we need to, it's a great opportunity to overcome denial and ignorance, allow a little window of wisdom to arise to change the life.
That's beautifully said. Thank you for sharing that. Is there anything else you'd like to share about this upcoming training program before we say goodbye?
So basically, if there is slight interest, allow the door bigger and just join with us.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you. And so that everybody knows, we've actually had quite a lot of people sign up for this. We had no idea what the interest would be, but it's growing pretty quickly. Serenity Ridge does have a limited total capacity of people to participate in a program like this. So if you are interested, come to that. If you have any questions, come join on Sunday to talk. It'll be in the afternoon, East Coast time, evening, European time. And then there's just it's such a beautiful opportunity. So reach out. There's a way to reserve a space if you need some time to think about it. I'll share all of that down below in the comments section. And Rinpoche, I really appreciate you taking it very early in your morning while you're there in Thailand. Thank you for the time. It's great to see you. And if I don't talk to you beforehand, have a fabulous New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Thank you. Thank you. And greetings to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Bye.